In this video, an Olympian goes for a bit of a spin at Bank Here Boy, and the BMW McLaren, well, we absolutely send it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo 7 video where we're back with Daily Race C at Lego Maggiore. Full course in reverse, so one of my favorite tracks in Gran Turismo. Now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We're getting ever closer to 40k. I've thought about it for a while, but we're just over 200 away now, and there is a big special on the cards as well. So we start the race here, losing a position actually going in towards turn one. Flash Racing got an amazing run as we started the race. Somebody else off there in the Audi RS5 Turbo DTM car. However, we're going to advance a bit further on here. Somebody goes for a spin, and it's Consta going for a spin there as we go in to the left. And up ahead, we've got somebody in a BMW McLaren in the Group 2 race. Yes, it is a Group 2 car, but I'm not sure he fits on a high downforce circuit, that's for sure. Let's see what happens then as we head into the X's for the first time of 10. Now, previously in the weekly race guide, I did this in the GTR, but I've gone to the NSX because it's a bit kinder on the front tyres as we start going through here. So that BMW McLaren up ahead really slowing us down then as we go through the right-hander. Of course, they're allowed to race whatever they like. It just means that we're going to struggle through the S's as I look down the inside of Sasha Racing and as I go into left-hander. Good awareness from Sasha as we go through there, and they get a good run out the corner. In fact, McDonyan, their compatriot there, goes by as well. Constantly looking to get through. I could be losing places here rather than gaining them after sending it down the inside as we go into the left-hander. Consta looking around the outside then. Beautiful racing, much better racing this time round, and Consta gets the job done as we go into the right. Then obviously in the weekly race guide, it's a bit all over the place with a few crashes. This one looks a bit calmer. However, we're all getting behind this Group 2 car up ahead. That's slowing everybody up here. The BMW McLaren, even, well, actually, somebody's going in the pits. Pits on lap one. Wouldn't advise that one. They'll have to go for the 2-stop. We'll see how that works out later on in the race as we get a good run here on McDonyan then as we head in towards turn one. We're on that inside line looking to try and get the job done, but the Russian keeps it just here as we continue on through. Well played there to McDonyan as we go into the double left then. We're going to fast forward this a little bit then. And you can see we're still stuck behind that BMW McLaren. So we're still stuck, actually. Someone's come around the outside there. That must be Sasha Racing. Constant's right behind them here as well. McDonyan's just touched the rear of Constant, and that's slowed them down massively. And we'll get down the inside of the Russian driver then as we go over the crest of the hill, up into P11. And continue. And see a smile on my face there as well. I am enjoying this race as we go into the complex section again. And now I love this track, and I love it because of this very bit of the circuit here. The right, left, right. It's just so nice. It really flows so well. And you know, to really get the most out of it, you've got to push yourself to the very limits. And yeah, I just love that part of the circuit. I really, really, really do. Looking into the left though, Constant goes around the outside of Setwave then in that Fina liveried machine as we continue on out then. Constant goes towards that left hand side. I'm wondering what to do here at this time because that, well, the BMW McLaren there looking down the outside of Constant doesn't happen. So I send it down the inside there. I get it stopped. They see me go for it as well. And we are up into P10. So we managed to break away from that Group 2 car, and we are looking further ahead then, lap number 3. Similar sort of area here. Marto Casio there has had a bit of an issue somewhere as we close up to them massively in that braking zone as we continue on out. I suspect they've gone for a spin here and have dirt on their tyres because they're really struggling for grip then as we catch up to the rear end of that car as we head in towards the left hand then. Once again, overtaking in the same spot. Are we going to get it done? That's the question. Yes, we are. Through we go, or maybe not actually. They're going to come back at me here as we go into the right then, continue on. Yes, we're keeping this one. We are keeping this as we head into the braking zone then, slowing the car down nicely as we go through the left, and I'm going to head into the right. Obviously this barrier on the exit, very dangerous, but I'm not going to fall victim to that, hopefully, anyway, as we continue on through here. Now we've got Marto catching up behind us here. We head towards turn one. Are they going to send it down inside? Very hard to get the move done here, but no, they back out of it this time, which is, I mean, fair play for deciding that. You could have gone for it as well, but it's a very tricky corner to get right, really. Lap 4 decide to pit then to go onto the soft tyres and see if we can manage the tyres this time as we go through the right hand. I say this time because, of course, in the GTR, we definitely ran out of tyres as we go into the left-hander here then. We're back behind the same car as this Costa there up ahead. Costa a bit on the grass there, going rally crossing in a Super GT car. You don't see that very often, that is for sure. Down the inside of Consta we go then as we head in towards the left. It's like deja vu this because Consta's going to try around the outside again here. And a beautiful move to defend by Consta as we go through this right. Could have hung it around the outside there, I reckon, but I just didn't play the risk game there. Oh, tap there from Mad. Who's that? Mad Max. I'll get the words out eventually there. So they just tapped that BMW McLaren. We're going to go through them and continue on here, and constantly nearly end up into that barrier, which would have been a bit sketchy as we head towards turn one. We've got cars coming out of the pits here. Can we get by? Who's that? That's Bob. Can we get by Bob then? Bob's just there. We just get past. The Bob's further ahead of Bob than I was there, so that was kind of lucky from me as I go into the right-hander then, and I give Constant a bit of a bump draft there to get them past here. Mad Bad Max, and we're both up, and we're in P6, Constant in P5. We have an Audi RS5 in up ahead. Let's see what we can do then as we go through this section here and into the right where I had a massive crash in the weekly race guide, so do check. Oh, speaking of crashes there, I guess it all wrong then. We're going to try around the outside. They do have to do it on their tyres, but even so, we nail that beautifully up into P5. But yes, if you've not seen that crash, at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the weekly race guide worth checking out as Momos comes out the pits. Momos much closer here. Momos on the inside, but we do get ahead of Momos pitting on lap number 6, which I believe actually is the go-to strategy here, to pit on lap 6 from the mediums and do 4 on the soft. And we go to lap number 9 here. The tyre wear really has an impact on me here as I go into the right-hander. Momos is very close behind me as well. Going to be on a fresh set of soft tyres as we head down here. But can we defend from Momos? That is the question. We've got 1 lap to go here. It's going to be very difficult indeed. As we come through here, Momos gives me a slight tap. That's nothing major. Momos wasn't expecting me to go slow. Gives me a bump draft to say sorry there as well, which I really do appreciate as we head towards the left-hander here. As we go into here, I'm looking to stop the car here, but I'm running out of that front right tyre. It just means I've got no grip. Momos goes through then, and there we have Gene. And Gene was doing a 2-stop, remember? Gene was doing a 2-stop. It's now ahead of me. That's an interesting one there. And Gene looking to get past Momos as well. So is that a play that you could do here at this race? So we go into the right-hander, continue on. I didn't notice that at the time, but yeah, Gene's really gone through the field there. As we go into the right, then I'm really struggling on these tyres now. Both of the fronts now really gone then. As we head down here, we've got the Italian of is that Mercod? Mercod? I nearly said the wrong word then. Peggy 18, but no, we survive. I'm just trying to read that name there, but they get a nice, lovely cut back then, and they're going to take that P5 from me. And look where I end up, of course. Super GT's favourite position in P6. That's where we're going to finish here, folks. So that's a good 2-stop there by Gene, actually. Really good 2-stop. Maybe something I should try in the future, actually. Maybe in a future video, because I'm not going to try it in the next one. What I am going to do is a 1-stop, but I'm going to pit a lap later this time as we jump into the second race. Brilliant race with Momos. Momos apologised for that hit, by the way, but it wasn't your fault at all. So really fair play to Momos as we jump into a different day, a different race. Let's see what we can do as we go into the right-hander to start this race. I really do hate this rolling start. I do understand that it's not as long of a start-finish straight, but I really do feel like you can get people close together there and everybody start on the straight at least. Oh, Marto's gone there as they spin out on that left-hander. We're racing a lot of similar people here, even though it's a day later. So yeah, quite unusual here as we catch up to Lena then, the Italian driver, as we go into the right. We are pitting it a lap later now. We are +5 brake balance as well. Hopefully that will help here as we go in towards Banky Boy for the first time of 10 then. To the left we go. We get a good run here on Lena and Steve-O. Here we go then. 3 wide as we go up the hill. Steve-O's got a good run though, to be fair, on the far right hand side. We're using the radar here. I was very well aware of where Steve-O was. You can see me looking down at that radar. So I was a bit cautious here as we go into here. So I lifted off a little bit there because I could see Steve-O. And to be fair to Lena as well, Lena took all the precautions as well. So fair play to each and every one of those drivers. And myself a little bit, of course. That was really good racing, really fair racing. As we nearly copy Steve-O then, going into the barrier. Brilliant stuff. I did enjoy that one as we now go into left-hander. Not enjoying the barrier, of course. The actual fighting there when we were 3 wide. Anyway, let's continue on with this race then. Steve-O up ahead. Where's Steve-O going to go here? Steve-O goes towards that left-hand side, but goes back to the right. So I'm like, okay, I'll have the left-hand side then, please. Thank you very much as we go into here then. Can Steve-O defend? That is the question. Oh, we both get a bit of oversteer. And we do get ahead of Steve-O then as we go into the right. So up another position then. And let's go to lap number 2 as we go into the right here. And then we're going to go into the right again. But we just hit the bump in a bit of a weird way. It forces a bit of understeer. I try and come back on here. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And what does that mean, folks? Well, it means a 1-second penalty. And then you can see my face there. Just like, come on. I did lose time there. I did lose a lot of time from that. Cliff Pang there has hit the barrier. So the deadly barrier strikes again. And we're going to take that 1-second penalty. But can we stay ahead of Steve-O? That is the question then. As we head towards the left-hander. Steve-O's looking down the outside. Then in towards the braking zone we go. Steve-O gets it. Fair play to Steve-O. Really well played indeed. Now this track, of course, if you didn't know, I actually raced in the live finals in Tokyo when I went to Japan. And it's actually one of my better results. In fact, I was flying one more lap at that Tokyo Live event and we'd have been on the podium. We would have been on the podium. We were flying with the Porsche team as we continue on out here. I actually made a position on the final lap on this back. Oh, no, it's the straight, isn't it? Start finish straight, not back straight, Tidge. Yeah, weapon. Right, we're going to head in towards turn 1 here as we go into here. So we're not going to pit on lap 4, of course. We're going to pit on lap number 5. And we've got a good run here on Steve-O then as we go into the right then. And in towards this braking zone. And Steve-O is looking to keep it. Does keep it as well. Can we get a run back? No, we can't. Well played. What a defense that is by Steve-O. Really well played indeed. As we're going to continue on a bit further on then towards the end of lap number 4. Momos is up ahead. We've got Big Don JT as well. Oh, Momos with a huge moment there as we continue on through. By the way, I just want to say with Momos, it's awesome that we can have good races with Momos now. And, you know, it's really nice to see. And I've enjoyed racing Momos in the last race. In a race before that as well, I've got on the channel. And we get a good cutback here on Steve-O then. So up into P10. Oh, we've got Jamie, who's had a bit of an issue as well. So that's P9 for us. But yeah, huge shout out to Momos. Really is. I know people are like, well, it should always been like that. Yes, but obviously at the time, Momos had one way of racing, but now he's got a completely different way of racing, a really awesome way of racing, and it's just awesome to have some decent racing with Momos. And that's all I need today, really. Decent racing. That's all I ask for in any race. I don't care what place I'm fighting for. As long as it's good fun. You'll see a smile on my face as we look up ahead. That smile is coming now because we've got lots of action up ahead. As the German on the inside of the Spaniard up ahead. We're all in this fight together. And I'm going to look for a move on Momos then as we head towards the right into the left then. Down the inside it goes. A bit more wary of that sausage this time as we go into the left. And Momos keeps that position. Beautiful defense there from the Frenchman as we continue through the second one here and onwards we go. Right, can we get a position here? We're stuck in this train at the moment. There's one thing I will say about this track. Group 2 doesn't really suit it. Group 3 definitely suits it. Group 4 is very good for this track because the downforce idea of this circuit, it's all medium and high speed corners, means you get a lot of dirty air and you do struggle with a lot of washout and understeer. So it can become a pain in terms of fighting and you're more looking at tyre wear and everything here as we head towards this midsection. This is where you can really lose out on a lot of time if you're stuck in dirty air and the car ahead isn't stuck in dirty air. Momos, oh, nearly lose it. Momos, well held indeed as we go into the left and then the right then. Beautiful stuff as we continue on through here. Momos gets a brilliant run there on Thanks for the Ram. And Momos going to go down the inside. And Thanks for the Ram has a penalty. I nearly end up hitting Thanks for the Ram there. Just because I didn't expect that line. But I couldn't stand why they did that line. Yeah, very confusing moment. But fortunately, I didn't hit them. And we can continue on racing here. So we're up to P7. And as we head in towards this left-hander, Steve-O's just going to send it here down the inside. Slightest of taps. I did see it come in. I gave them space. And Steve-O apologized after. And I've always talked about this. Always talked about this. You know, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. It's how you respond from that. So I have no issues there at all. I can see you try to avoid it. I can see you giving the place back. It's all good. We continue racing as we go into the final corner then. Big Don here looking down the inside as my tyre wear is completely gone on my front right tyre. I'm really struggling with tyres this week. I've got to be honest. I don't know if it's the dirty air and I'm just getting too much understeer causing the tyre wear. But I'm really struggling with tyre wear. So I'm going to have to really improve on that if I'm brutally honest. However, we do have a new wheel here. Maybe I'll improve on that. Who knows, eh? Right, if you do want to see the new wheel, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking that logo at the top there. My weekly race guide's there if you're looking for a bit of hints and tips for this race. Or another video there if you want to check that out. That's going to be it for me though, folks. A big thank you for watching and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.